gonna make him an offer again.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns and all the
Can't
world.
handle the truth. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the
Frankly,
war.
my dear, I don't give a damn.
This is where the fun begins.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another matchup in Multiplex Movie Melee. Today, we got a great matchup. It is Kaleb Koho versus Tom Houseman. These are two players, really solid players. Koho's really shown so much improvement in the past couple of seasons. Current one-half team champion, and Tom is somebody who's continued to impress and have some a lot of success in his shorter career than Koho, but still has been making his name for himself. So we will get right into it. We will bring in our lower rank competitor, who is Kaleb Koho. Koho, again, you've been making yourself a bigger name for yourself in teams lately, but here you are in singles, playing for a spot in the tournament, going up against Tom. Your thoughts going into this match?
Tom's really good. If this were a 2-round league, the man would be an undefeated champion. So I can't wait to play him. I think he's a very talented individual, very fun guy. But yeah, when it comes down to, where I'm at in the league and in my singles division right now, I need to win as many as I can to try and get singles on the same track as teams. So, nothing personal. It's just good business.
All right. Okay. Then let's bring in your opponent, Tom Houseman, and his opponent, or his manager, Adelaide Spence. Tom, Adelaide. Yeah. It's Koho. Spence, you have more history with Koho than Tom does.
Listen, Kirk, we can drop the charade. This isn't a trivia match, Koho. This is an intervention. You are addicted to the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. I was looking at the number of times you've logged each of those movies on Letterboxd, and I was getting genuinely concerned. We're not here to judge. We're just here to talk, and hopefully you can listen and learn from this experience. No, I'm excited to be here. This is gonna be a fun match.
All right.
I do want to say that every time I've talked to Koho and he's like, "Oh yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win with Joseph. Like we're good, but like, can we really defend the title?" And you keep fucking doing it. He always says that the one team that he's genuinely scared of is Sam and Tom. And it doesn't matter how much shit that he talks, I do think that he is, genuinely a little concerned about the skill that my beautiful bald boy has in his pockets.
I do like the 2-round idea. I vote for that.
And if it helps, if it scares you any more, Koho has watched Hamilton 27 times.
No, that I'm okay with.
Well, there you go.
All right, with that, let's get into the match, starting with round number 1. Round number 1 is our whiteboard round. You guys know how it works. Questions in 8 different movie trivia categories. When you're asked a question, you have 15 seconds to write your answer down. We'll ask you then to verbalize and show your answer. 1 point for each correct answer. If you get a perfect round, all 8 questions you correct, you will get a bonus question. For the duration of the match, of course, you have 3 repeats and 1 challenge. Any questions before we begin?
Let's do it.
All right. Okay. Question number 1 comes in the category of romance. In Anyone But You, Bea and Ben reunite for a wedding in which city? Movie I haven't seen. I don't know who Ben is. I don't know who Bea is. I hope they had a good time at their reunion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will start off by going to Koho.
I don't know if it was shot in Australia, if it was set in Australia, so I just said Sydney.
And Tom?
Yeah, it's one of the 2 big Australia cities, so I also said Sydney.
You both picked the right one. Sydney is correct. Question number 2 comes in the category of crime. In Breathless, Michael goes on the run after killing a cop and stealing what? This is a movie I have seen. It's been a while. Liked it. New Wave's your thing. Check it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tom.
Yeah, I've seen this movie twice and I'm unable to absorb anything about it. I said money.
and Koho.
I said a car.
Car is correct.
That makes more sense.
So Koho taking the 1 point lead there. Going into question number 3. Category of the 1990s. What 90s movies features performances by Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and Antonio Banderas? So I was running a little late for this match. Usually when I'm hosting, especially solo, I try to read over the round 1 questions just to have something to banter with. You probably noticed that I didn't do that this time. 5, 4, 3. Okay, first repeat for Koho. Category 1990s. What 90s movies features performances by Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and Antonio Banderas? No, I got to banter even more. Even though I know Koho. That's all right. I know Koho probably had it done by the time I was finished talking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Koho.
You're the most efficient solo host in the business. I respect the hell out of you. Interview with the Vampire.
And Tom.
Yeah, I love a match with 1 fast host and 2 fast competitors. Interview with the Vampire.
Interview with the Vampire is correct.
That was so worried. It was
I get that wrong every time. Question number 4, scores and soundtracks. A song from what artist plays at the beginning of Get Out during scenes in Chris's apartment? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we will go back to Koho for this one.
Childish Gambino.
And Tom.
Yeah, I had no idea. I said George Clinton.
Childish Gambino is correct. So co-host remaining perfect. Category in next category is the 1980s. What kind of event causes everyone to forget Sam's birthday in 16 Candles? I am famously not a huge fan of this director. This one probably middle of the pack quality wise. Don't hit it as much as some others. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tom?
I've seen Pretty in Pink. I haven't seen this one. I said a dance.
And Koho.
I said a power outage because all I could think of was yesterday.
Both incorrect. Correct answer was her sister's wedding. So with that, no more perfect rounds. Going into the next category of romantic comedies. Who directed A New Leaf? This is one of those movies that I don't want to talk banter about too much because I'm afraid I'll give something away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will go to Koho.
Specifically to piss off 2 people. Thank you, Blank Check, Elaine May.
And Tom.
Currently streaming on Prime Video. You should watch it. Elaine May.
Elaine May is correct. Penultimate question comes to the category of music. In Pitch Perfect 2, Fat Amy accidentally rips her pants in front of what U.S. president? Definitely a movie of its time. I don't think we could get away with a character called Fat Amy today. But we'll still say it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Tom?
Yeah, I think you would have been more cool about it. Barack Obama.
And Koho.
That's probably correct. I said Bill Clinton.
Barack Obama is correct.
I remember him being...
Bill Clinton definitely would have been cool about it.
And your final question with no perfect rounds, the category of Westerns. Who plays Roy O'Banion in Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Koho?
Owen Wilson.
And Tom.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson is correct. So after round 1, I have Koho in the lead 6-5. Move into round number 2. This is the wheel round. The competitors will get a spin at the wheel containing multiple categories. They can have the opportunity to keep what they spin or spin again. If they spin again, they have to keep what they landed on. 5 questions category worth 2 points. Go down to multiple choice for 1 point, and stealing is available in this round. Categories on the wheel in this this match. 21st Century Ted Elliott and 2016 Oscars, action adventure, romantic comedies, crime, scores and soundtracks, and war. And I believe that Spinners and Opponent's Choice is on the wheel. So, Koho, you're in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Bring Spence's beautiful mug in because Tom's going first.
All right, let's get them in here. Get them in here, and we will go with Tom's first spin.
Didn't realize Koho was flirting with me now.
Don't try and steal my manager.
Hey, this is what happened. I beat Spence twice. Now we have to be on the same side, I think.
I want to know. I don't know who you are.
Good point. Good point.
Enrico, we'll get that first spin whenever you're ready.
Can we see the wheel? Yeah.
All right. And you land on the category of romantic comedies. Like to keep that or spin again?
I know that you're a very romantic individual.
I am. And I love to laugh about romance, but I'm behind, and there are other categories that I like a lot more.
Yeah, I don't think this is necessarily a bad wheel. I think you can take the shot.
I mean, the question is like, do I risk the 20% chance of Mr. T? I'm gonna take the shot. Spin again. Spin again.
Yeah.
Okay, this is your second spin. Must keep whatever you land on here. And we land on action adventure. All right, so we can take those speds out there. And Tom, are you ready for your questions in action adventure?
Let's do it.
Okay. Question number 1. Jerry O'Connell and Anthony Anderson co-star in what 2000s adventure film?
Kangaroo Jack.
That is correct for 2 points. Question number 2. How many kids do Jake and Neytiri have in Avatar: The Way of Water?
Three.
That is incorrect, Koho, for the 2 point steal.
4.
4 is correct for 2 points. Your next question. What is being transported in 1977 Sorcerer?
Oh. I know this, but I am worried about being specific enough. So I'll go multiple choice.
Okay. Multiple choice options. Is it A, alcohol, B, nitroglycerin, C, guns, or D, slaves?
B, nitroglycerin.
That is correct for 1 point. Your penultimate question. Stephen Chow directed and starred in what 2001 action film?
It's a 50% chance, and I don't want to risk it.
5.
Multiple choice.
4. Okay, your multiple choice options are A, Kung Fu Hustle, B, Romeo Must Die, C, Shaolin Soccer, or D, Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Repeat the options.
5. Sure. Your options are A, Kung Fu Hustle, B, Romeo Must Die, C, Shaolin Soccer, or D, Kung Pao Enter the Fist. 5.
A, Kung Fu
4.
Hustle.
That is incorrect, Koho, for the 1 point still. Your options are A, Kung Fu Hustle, B, Romeo Must Die, C, Shaolin Soccer, or D, Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
D as in dog.
That is also incorrect. The correct answer was C, Shaolin Soccer.
Whew.
All right, and Tom, your final question. Bullet is set in what U.S. city?
San Francisco.
That is correct for 2 points. So after Tom's spin, I have his score up to 10 points. Koho getting a steal, getting his score up to 8, and we'll bring the wheel back in for Koho.
Sick.
All right, Koho, here's your first spin.
Mhm.
And you land on romantic comedies. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'll spin again.
All right, second spin.
I don't like to laugh or love.
All right, and you land on Spinner's Choice. What category would
Good
you?
game.
I would like Oscars, please.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Plot twist.
Okay. Koho, your first question category of Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
What is the only Oscar White Knights won for films released in 1985?
Best original song.
That is correct for 2 points. Kenneth Branagh won his only Oscar to date for what movie?
Belfast.
That is correct for 2 points. Robert Altman, Martin Brest, and James Ivory all lost Best Director to whom?
Just rewatched this movie. Clint Eastwood.
That is correct for 2 points. Penultimate question. What film won Best Visual Effects for films released in what film won Best Visual Effects for films released in 2005?
Visual effects 2005 is King Kong.
Somehow. Movie looks like garbage.
I agree with you.
And your final question. Glenn Close was nominated for Best Supporting Actress for 3 consecutive years in the 1980s for The World According to Garp, The Big Chill, and what other film?
The Natural.
The Natural is correct for a clean sweep of the category.
Again, somehow.
So after round 2, Tom's score remains at 10, and Koho gets his up to 18.
Good Lord.
So we will now go into round 3, the Pick Your Poison round. Earlier, the competitors drafted categories. They will now draft them again and decide which questions they want in their 1, 2, 3 point values, 1, 2, 3, 4 point values. Once a category has been picked, the other opponent cannot select it, and we will go until someone is mathematically eliminated or we run out of questions. We will pause for a moment to let them pick their categories, and we will be right back. Okay, the competitors have selected their categories, and since Tom is behind, we will start with him and his questions. Tom, what category would you like for your 1-pointer?
For my 1-pointer, I will take sports, please.
Okay, for 1 point in sports. Varsity Blues primarily takes place in what U.S. state?
Texas.
That is correct for 1 point. What would you like for your 2-pointer?
My 2-pointer, I will take musicals.
All right, for 2 points in musicals. What kind of location does Seymour work at in Little Shop of Horrors?
A plant shop.
That is correct for 2 points. And now you must hit both your 3 and your 4 to stay in the game. So what would you like for your 3-point question?
Doesn't matter. Let's build the suspense. Action adventure.
Okay. Action adventure for 3 points. What type of establishment does John Polito's character own in The Crow? Five, 4,
Repeat the question.
3. That's your first repeat. Category of action adventure. What type of establishment does John Polito's character own in The Crow?
Maybe it can rain all the time, you know? Taking a shot in the dark. I don't think it's going to matter too much either way. Bar.
And your winner by technical knockout, Kaleb Koho. The correct answer was pawn shop. Oh.
We got a challenge.
Right, go ahead, bring it. Elliot in.
So I know that they gave an actor, however, there are now 2 versions of The Crow. And I still think with that, you need a year to help specify the character you're looking for.
I think that's a dumb challenge, but okay.
All right.
I think it doesn't matter either way. So
Okay, so we have a challenge. We will be right back after we resolve it.
Is that a challenge?
Okay, we are back. After some debate, some controversy, it has been determined that as of right now, I don't know how long it's going to last, but as of right now, the year not being in the question is what's getting thrown out. We need to have the year of the question where there's 2 separate movies. So as of right this moment, that's the ruling. So we are throwing that question out, and Tom is going to get a replacement 3-point question in the category of action adventure. Tom, are you ready for your 3-pointer?
as ready as I'll ever be.
All right. In Con Air, Aside from drugs and robbery, what crime is Pinball in prison for?
That is a crazy deep cut question. Arson.
And that is correct for 3 big points.
Sorry, I know that movie backwards and forwards.
Okay, so and also since I failed to say this, since Tom, that question got thrown out, you will get the repeat you used back. So you do have 3 repeats going to your 4-pointer. And your 4-pointer in the category of the 2000s, which you must hit to stay in the game. For 4 points. In the butterfly effect, Evan loses some of his limbs when his friends use explosives to destroy what?
I don't even know what that means. Repeat the question?
Okay, your first repeat. In the butterfly effect, Evan loses some of his limbs when his friends use explosives to destroy what? Five.
Just for fun, one more time,
4.
repeat the question.
All right, that's your second repeat. In the butterfly effect, Evan loses some of his limbs when his friends use explosives to destroy what?
A car.
And your winner by technical knockout, Kaleb Koho. The correct answer was mailbox. So we will. I'll take everybody out here. A good match going into round 2. I think Tom, he's kicking himself over some stuff that he missed that he was back and forth on. Gave Koho a little bit of upper hand, and I think nail in the coffin was Koho getting obviously an Oscar sweep of the category. Tom making a valiant effort in round number 3. Good challenge. Regardless of what you think of the rolling, it was a good challenge. Got held up. Got to his 4-pointer. Seems like something clicked with that answer there. Let's bring Tom and Spence back in. We'll talk about this match. Tom, I think the look on your face when you heard Butterfly Effect is the same look the same feeling we all have when we think about the Butterfly Effect movie. So I don't blame you. But like I said, I do think you're probably regretting a few things. Give me a little bit of a postmortem on how you did this match.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing is like, I think this is like the 4th or 5th match in a row where my opponent has gotten one of their preferred categories on the wheel. And like, there was not much I was going to be able to do to overcome that. I don't know why mailbox was the first answer that popped into my head. And I had to listen to that question 2 times to talk myself out of it. But like, the kids in Avatar, the car in Breathless, the mixing up which came first, Shell and Soccer or Kung Fu Hustle. It's, the great thing about these matches is also the terrible thing about these matches was that the margin can be incredibly slim. But Koho was on one, and there wasn't too much I could do about it. I'm a hell of a nice guy. I just got caught. Sure. Hashtag free pinball.
Yes, Spence, you came through the clutch challenge. Behind the scenes, you really lawyered your way through that, not in a derogatory sense, but you knew what needed to be said, what present needed to be quoted. So you kept the game alive for at least one match or at least one question. And what do you think about Tom's performance overall?
I do think, unfortunately, Tom got nickel and dimed out of round 2 when he got a lot more nickels and dimes. However, I still think he really knows his shit. He had a very good round 1. Again, he even said it himself. That Con Air question was hard, and he still hit it kind of without any hesitation because the man's a monster. That butterfly effect question isn't even on Wikipedia because, like, first you got to watch the movie and then remember it exists and actually, like, retain relevant information about it. Like, what are we in 2005? Who the fuck is Ashton Kutcher?
If I could turn back time.
If I could find a way to get you the win, I would challenge again. However, I think that the next match comes around, maybe they won't spin their strength. And I have immense faith that you can win that one.
All right. Well, Tom, your season will continue. I believe, don't 100% quote me on this, but I believe you still have a spot in the tournament. Anyone you particularly would like to call out for the tournament or at any point?
Listen,
sure.
I did not have to answer a single comic book question. I did not have to answer a single horror question. I count that as a win in of itself. I would love for whoever I play next to also not have comic books or horror as their strength. Other than that, I'm good with whoever.
All right. Okay,
Sam Rogal, we will find you.
We'll see what we can do to make that happen. Tom, thank you very much. Congratulations on a well-played match. Let's bring in our winner, Kaleb Koho. Kaleb Koho, bringing in some of the old Koho energy. Got the jacket, the hat, chewing the gum. OC, Spinner's Choice on the board. A little bit of that edge, talking trash in the opening. And it kind of paid off for you. You came in confident and you played confident. You played well, and you pulled out a big win here. What are your thoughts on the match?
I feel good. Both games I played this year, I haven't had to answer round 3. And I think that's on the strength of just having gotten much better at round 1 over the last couple of years. So, and yeah, I mean, you get spinners, you get Oscars, you take the money and run. You take your best category and you run. And that worked out. Those were good Oscars questions. Like everyone that came up, it made me stop for a second, think, and make sure I had the right thing. So shout out writers. But no, Tom is great. I knew I had to bring a really good game to play Tom. He's been on a good one this year, but this is the kind of win that you look at when you're where I'm at, and you can point to and go, "Hey, look, I'm doing good. I'm better than the record suggests at this point." So it's like I'm like 14-11. We're just going to keep growing the win column as much as we can to negate the 11 losses from the last 6 years. So
I want to talk a little bit about the challenge that got thrown there, just because when you have a big lead like that, and somebody comes in, you get announced as a winner, and that gets dialed back. That could be a potentially momentum swing there. Were you nervous at all when that got turned around?
I don't know if I mean, I was a little obviously nervous enough knowing Tom gets another chance to answer questions. You don't know what's coming for the next 2. The 2 perfect questions could come, and then you got to be ready to go to answer some questions. But it was definitely a situation where I was like, if Tom's going to hit it, Tom's going to hit it, and I'll do what I have to at that point. But I don't know. I wouldn't say I was necessarily like super nervous. I was more annoyed at Adelaide Spence than anything. I was more like, fuck you. You don't even believe your own bullshit. So, but you know what? I've been there. That's what I did for years and years and years. So I get it.
Sure. All right. Okay. Well, you big TKO win. And again, I don't know this written in stone, but I believe this cements your spot in the tournament. Going in, is there anybody? I don't know how we're doing tournament this year. To be honest, I don't know if we're doing traditional. I don't know if it's another call out. But is there anybody you're looking to see particularly you'd like to face in round 1?
I'm in the stage of my career where I don't have the luxury of preferences. I am in a spot where I will take whoever comes and put forth the best game I can. But if blue skies are my way and I get to play anyone, I would love to play Jeremy Adams in this tournament. I want to play. I want to go big game hunting and make a statement out the gate. So if I can get Jeremy Adams, I want to play Jeremy Adams.
Right.
So yeah.
All right. Could possibly happen. You never know. That's a big call out, and I'd love to see it happen. But congratulations on your win. Thank you, Koho. That is going to wrap things up for us here. Kaleb Koho, your winner by TKO tonight. Thank you to Tom and Adelaide. Thank you for Koho. Thank you for Ryko for running the stream for me tonight. Thank you for everybody else behind the scenes, writing, editing, doing all the hard work that brings this beautiful show to you. That's, like I said, that's it for tonight. We'll see you next match. Have a good evening.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
In case I don't see you.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.